because there's lots of corn in the state. They grow a lot here. And so they take it off and they would throw it in a wagon that was pulled by horses. And that was how they got their initial name for the Cornhuskers. And this is what have you ever seen corn up close? Yeah, you've probably all seen it. Yeah. Now you probably eat corn, I would assume. Yeah, we do too, but just very little in the United States. Most of the corn goes to feed. Do you know some other things that corn goes for? Any of you in agriculture?
Ethanol.
Ethanol is one. Yes.
Right here.
Yes. It makes this car go. Yes, that's very good. Ethanol.
Corn sweetener.
Corn sweetener. Yes. In fact, if you have Coca-Cola or Pepsi, many of those products used to have a product called fructose, which is the sugar that comes from corn. And so anytime you would drink a soft drink or a cola, that was oftentimes, he brought you a stick for you to throw the stick. He's waiting. So you just go like this.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't.
And then he will bring it. Oh, now he's going to bring it to me.
That's into play.
But there are some other things. Anybody else know some things?
Steve, one thing is that Coca-Cola doesn't always put the same sweetener in.
No.
In fact, I know in your country they put in cane sugar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, in Kenya. You're from Kenya, right?
Yeah.
So that's true. Yeah. Products when you go to the grocery store, starch from some of the corn goes into those things. There's another thing that maybe you don't know. Maybe that it's what?
The flour you're talking about. Corn flour.
Corn flour, yes, yes.
We call it cornmeal here.
Yeah, cornmeal. Chips, there's corn chips that you get from the grocery store. There's also a polymer that they take from corn and they make plastic out of it. There's certain plastics that can be made. And it's biodegradable so that they're able to use it for, things that they don't want. When they throw it away, it's actually used that way. So many uses for corn. Now, I will show you how we harvest. Let's go inside. They went from husking corn by throwing it in a wagon and feeding it to their cattle to developing different stages of what they call the combine. It's a harvest, some people call it a harvester. It harvests the different grains. It can do anything from wheat to corn to soybeans to canola. There's many different products that can be used for the combine. The only thing that changes is when you do different products, they put a front part, we call it the head of the combine. And this one, if you come up here, I'll show you as you're driving through the field, it will cut off the soybeans. And here, I'll show you the soybean plant. There's one. This is a soybean plant. And it will cut it off, it will put it in, it will go up inside the combine, and then it begins the threshing process. The threshing process, it breaks open the pods. These pods have the soybeans in them. It breaks them open, and the beans are heavy, and so they fall down into a place that takes it up to the top, and all the rest there's a large fan inside that blows the lighter weight things like this. It blows it out the back. So that is how it separates the beans from the other part of the plant. So I don't know. Do you grow soybeans in your country?
Yes, no.
Yes. Maybe not in your country. I would think not. Okay. So that's what a soybean plant looks like. Do you all know what soybeans are used for?
Oil.
Soy sauce? Yes, that's true.
Oil.
Oh, yeah. Any other ideas or thoughts? Diesel fuel. Yes, for trucks or tractors, things that run on diesel fuel, the Yukis and those kind of things. These are high in protein. And if you know anything about nutrition, you have to have lots of protein to grow and so forth. And so in fact, here in our state of Nebraska, there are lots of chickens. There's a large agriculture company that does chickens. And so many of the farmers in our area have developed, they have big, large barns that they will have thousands, like, oh, I don't know, maybe, I don't even know, maybe 40,000 chickens in one barn. They're huge, huge barns. And so anyway, that's one of the things that they use to grow those chickens. And then they sell them at places like Costco. You ever heard Costco? Yes, I think they probably have one in Lincoln. Yeah. So Costco actually uses a lot of the chickens that are grown in this area. They use them all over the United States. So, any questions or anything? Tubes right here have high pressure air coming out of them. And when you lower this down, the beans sometimes want to fall out. But the air is powerful and it blows the beans back into the head so we don't lose some on the ground. So
This guy is the best teacher. He should be a professor as well.
there's an auger that comes out.
Part-time professor.
It will go out to the side and you can drive this tractor with the wagon beside there and empty all of the beans that are in this. There's a large tank inside, can empty on the go while you're going. You can empty in there, and they're clean, very nice clean beans. And then we put it in a semi truck with a large trailer, and we take it to town, or we used.
1.5?
1.5? Not quite. Not quite. It's about, right now, a new one of these, this size would be about 600,000.
Okay.
And this is the smallest.
Okay.
The
No, it's
bigger
not
ones
basis.
are right
Smallest.
around 800 to
It's
a
huge.
million, 800,000 to a
Dollars,
million.
yes.
Yeah. So
The oil from the soybean is used in plastics
it's a biodegradable plastic.
around the world.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't mention that one too. It's good. Yeah.
I have another jacket for it.
So inside of here, when the crop comes in, it comes in through the front. It comes here, and there is a cylinder in here. You can see inside, and it spins at a very high rate of speed, RPMs, rounds per minute. And as it's spinning, it will break apart the pods on the bean. It will break apart the outside, and they go out the back. And the soybeans fall down here, and there are, if you come in here, you can see, it's dirty right now, but there are augers
So this is where the
in here.
beans come, right?
This is where the beans are heavier.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
fall.
okay. And the
They go
dust
here, and then they go down into another area that takes them to the top. So
So and then you say where would the dust go?
the dust goes out the back.